Would you like to discover how mommy issues affect relationships and mommy issues psychology and symptoms? Hi, I'm Antje Boyd, founder and creator of the Magnetize Your Man method. And first and foremost, subscribe to my channel and receive many more juicy videos like this. Now, just like daddy issues, we also can have mommy issues. We can have dysfunctional relationships with our mother that then translates into devastating symptoms and, of course, relationships that we carry on into our dating life with men. So we're going to dive into the symptoms, and I also tell you what can you do about it. So symptom number 1 is the fear to be seen and getting attention. So if you had a narcissistic mother who made it all about herself, she is in love with herself. And so what she makes sure is that you give her all the attention, right? She says, my daughter, right? So it's all about her. She created that. She's responsible for all of your success. And so what happens is you don't have the right to separate, right? You only have the right to belong. And so, but what happens is you learn that never outshine your mom, right? This is sort of like this unspoken agreement, because what happens when you do that? You will be shamed. You will be guilt tripped, right? So if you fall into that particular category, what's really, really important for you to heal, by the way, I fall into that same category, is really healing this whole story inside of yourself when you hear, who do you think you are? Right? You are so selfish. And when you feel that inside of yourself, you just say, I'm Jody Mary, and I deserve true love, and I can speak my truth, and I'm safe, and so on, right? So what's really important is to unapologetically own your light, stand in your truth, right? Shine your light, get attention, and also know that attention is safe. So for you, really important to learn is attention is safe, okay? Symptom number 2 is lack of trust. So look, your mom basically more or less abused you, at least on an emotional level. So oftentimes this happens when she uses you for her own advancement, for her own attention. Again, this is so true for narcissistic mothers. And so what happens is you don't trust her. You don't let her in, right? And you also don't trust yourself, because remember, she makes you feel guilty. And so you ask yourself, where did I go off, right? I thought this was okay, but I think I'm worthy of. And now I'm not so sure if that's okay and if I'm worthy of that, because now I don't even trust myself anymore. Never mind trusting other people. So lack of trust, really super, super important. So for you, if you fall into that category of really suffering from that, is really making sure, for one, is what you think, what you say, and what you do is in alignment. So it's really, again, speaking unapologetically your truth. Also telling yourself that it's safe to speak up, to speak your truth, okay? And so, also the lack of trust really comes from a parts conflict inside of yourself. So there's a part that wants to have the deep connected long-term relationship, that wants to have all the attention. And then there's the other part that doesn't feel safe of it, because that part got suffocated by the mom always wanting all the attention and always being manipulated by her. So really important to bring both of those parts together. Symptom number 3 is difficulties setting boundaries. It goes along the same lines from the lack of trust. Also, remember, when you were emancipating yourself, which is in the 3rd stage of development as a child, what ended up happening is you got shamed. You got guilt tripped, like I said before. And so when you said, no, I don't agree with you. I don't want to go to church with you. I don't want to go to this birthday party. I don't agree with what you just said, right? Like you were sort of like almost like exiled, right? Like it's just really nasty when you have an emotionally unavailable mother, when you have a narcissistic mother, when you have an abusive mother in any way, shape, or form. Like you're going to have a really hard time setting boundaries. Why is that? Well, for one, it's because you're very other focused. So you're actually putting more attention and more value on approval on what other people want. And you totally don't even know what it feels like to be you. Why? Because it wasn't even safe to focus on yourself in the first place. So you don't even know how to hold your own in a relationship. Like you don't even know what that looks like, where your boundaries are. What are your mental boundaries? What are your emotional boundaries? What are your physical boundaries? And what are your energetic boundaries? You don't even know what I'm talking about right now because you're so focused on what the other person needs. So really important being aware of what am I okay with and really being honest with yourself and measuring and saying, oh, that felt a little off for me. This felt like I felt a little hesitation here. I didn't want to quite give an answer right away. Like honoring every little distinction that you notice, so every little hesitation, every little space has actually some more truth behind it than you think, and really going more deeper with that. Symptom number 4 is difficulty seeing the self accurately. Now, again, I always talk about the brain deletes, distorts, and generalizes reality based on its unconscious expectations. So you develop your unconscious expectations based on your mom's behavior. If she praised you, if she didn't praise you, if you were a very, like let's say, a very happy-go-lucky, singing in the apartment, singing in the house, kind of like joyful individual, and then your mom would say, oh my God, Susie, really? You have to be that loud again? Like, can you just be quiet? You're annoying me. You're a burden. Whatever, anything like that. Then out of the sudden, what happens to that joyful part inside of yourself? That little girl that was just skipping and dancing and being spontaneous and full of love and self-expression, right? She's not going to see herself anymore because she's going to see herself in the mirror of her mom, right? Like, no. We got to be competent. We got to be put together. We definitely can't be too joyful. Don't be too emotional. Just be right. Don't be too hot. Don't be too cold. Just fit in. Like, don't stand out too much, right? So you're losing, the healthy relationship to self. And you see it actually, you're starting to see it inaccurately, unfortunately. And you already probably know that because you also attract a lot of narcissists into your life as well that are just that reflection of, the relationship you have with your mom. And symptom number 5 is making avoidance the default position. And so that goes back. So think about it, especially if you have more of a narcissistic, self-absorbed, and emotionally unavailable mom, particularly if you have a narcissistic mom, right? Like you are having this part inside of yourself that's afraid to be suffocated, right? That's afraid that she's invading your space, right? Because remember, there's no boundaries, right? With a narcissist, they just invade your space, like no problem, right? And they're just oftentimes also a little bit more anxious and super clingy. So think about more almost like a parasite, the anchor inside of you, right? And eat you up, right? And burn you out and drain the heck out of you. Okay. And so that's really important to know that then of course you're going to greet that with avoidance. Like, hello, right? Like I'm going to keep people at a distance because last time I let somebody in was my mom. And my mom doesn't know what boundaries are. She doesn't accept a no. So once I let her in, she comes in all the way. Once I give her the finger, she takes the whole hand. Okay. And so if that's you, really important, like really learning. I know it's really hard. And again, I fall into that same category. I have a narcissistic mother too, right? It's like just really slowly learning that you can trust people. That you can trust people, that you can connect with people, like sharing something, just training yourself. Like once a week, you're going to share something with your friend. Doesn't have to be with your date, right? But just even practicing with your girlfriends, or if you have male friends, right? Practicing to just share something and just getting over this like, oh, I'm good, I'm and having this avoidance, sort of like this own world that you live in, but instead actually leaning in, okay, and just really allowing somebody in and having an authentic and congruent conversation, and also setting boundaries with them. I'm like, hey, I have time for 20 minutes, and then I get off the phone, and also seeing for yourself. And I know if you have difficulty setting boundaries, it'll be really helpful for you to practice that with your friends and male or female, right? Or maybe even coworkers too. Okay, so those are the 5 symptoms today when it comes to mommy issues, particularly if you have a narcissistic mom. And of course, the question of the day that we have is, of course, how was your relationship with your mom, right? Where was she avoidant? Where was she anxious? So I want to really look into that as well. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and share it, of course, as well. And if you want to take my quiz, hop on over to magnetizeyourman.com or also click that link right below this video. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm super excited to talk to you next time. Much love. Bye-bye.